Okay.
Yasmin, why it's not working for you? Hello?
It's working now. It must.
Okay, great. For you.
It's working now. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, shall we start?
Yes, I think we should start.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Hi, everyone. We hope on this fine day, on this fine DevFest day that we wait for every single year. This year has been difficult. We all know this with COVID and with the blast that happened in our city, Beirut. It has been very, very difficult for us to maintain first our mental health and second our events at GDG. But hopefully we are here and we are back, and we hope this event will benefit you and you will learn something new today. Abed, we have set some giveaways for today. So
Yes. Can you turn the slide? Okay, guys. So we have some giveaways. So all you have to do is follow us on Instagram, tag us at Women Tech Maker at GDG North Lebanon. Also on Twitter. You may share something you learned today, or any picture of the event, or anything you are learning. So we will pick about 3 winners, and they will win some giveaways with us. Also, within the sessions, there will be gifts. Make sure to attend all the sessions for a higher chance to win.
yes, so it's all about sharing what we learned today and sharing it with each other, telling your friends you learned something new, and let them join us as well. So
Yes.
to start, we will start with the official DevFest video that Google shared with us, and we will watch it all together. You can watch it anytime you want when you click on the lobby tab on the top of your screen. And we will watch it together now before we start our sessions. We have really good sessions, speakers from our community that would like to share with you what they learned this year. So shall we start the streaming?
Okay, can you do it?
Of course.
Hello and welcome to DevFest 2020. I'm Aaron at Google, joining you from my home in California. Each year, we at Google truly feel the anticipation for DevFest. It's a one-of-a-kind series of developer conferences, and we're glad you can join us and the local developers within your community. Your local DevFest event this weekend is one of hundreds taking place all around the world right at this moment. And what makes DevFest truly unique is that it's run by volunteer community organizers who grow their passion for technologies. Now, hear radical change for people across the globe. When these times came about, developers came together online at DevFest, where each local started company products. And I got to hear the stories of what had gone wrong. And we hope that all experiences at DevFest this year. At Google, we've always believed that we are only successful in all developers like yourself who make the seeds grow and thrive. This community of developers has shown us firsthand how you help each other during times of need. Introducing our teammate David to share with you some great experiences. Welcome, David.
Jason, thank you. And welcome everybody to this season. I'm David, Director of Development Ecosystems at Google. To join a large percentage of them. Back then, there were a series of targeted events in just a handful of countries. In the years since then, we've had massive growth to countries all over the world. While I really do miss being able to join many of you in person this year, I'm happy to be able to continue the celebration of developers and tech in a new virtual format and bring people together to learn and to share what we're all building. Over the years, it's been great to see the apps and the solutions the broader community has built with the support of their local GDG chapters. We now have thousands and thousands of developers who are working to address real-world problems in their local communities. Particularly during the challenging times of COVID, I'm impressed by how much your work has made people's lives better. There's a few recent examples that truly stand out. Community developers from GDG West Sweden recently worked with the Swedish government to create Hack the Crisis, an event focused on designing, testing, and executing ideas in response to recent challenges. One of the finalists, named Remote Gigs, helped modernize the Swedish government's employment website to match job seekers with remote work. Nearby in Romania, GDG groups organized a hackathon, gathering 270 different niches and students from across 8 different countries. The hackathon brought together developers to save lives, to save communities, and save businesses. Some of the winners included an online platform that connected volunteers with nonprofits across the region, a system to help doctors work with each other and to ease online consultations, and a personal assistant for health and nutrition training. Another cool app they developed was Risk Alert, an app that alerts emergency is about to arrive so that the hospital can prepare for any special needs. In Asia, GDG Taiwan initiated the mass inventory map at the start of COVID-19, which crowdsources from local survey, combining it with the Google Maps data. The project was so popular that it caught the attention of Taiwan's government, inspiring them to publish public data APIs on mass inventory managed by the government. Taiwan's digital minister has since encouraged the GDG Taiwan chapter to create more than 100 different apps to help the local community. In India, GDG Cloud Pune used machine learning with TensorFlow and GCP to help their community with an app that remotely analyzes dental health and helps patients book at-home dental services. They've had over 300 trained images so far, and the development community is working with local universities to gather more than 50,000 images to improve the application. In the Middle East, the region's largest international women's day event was held in April in Turkey by multiple GDG groups. They had over 2,500 attendees to the event, which included a raffle for online courses and talks in artificial. The event helped women across the community and across the region learn library skills. And of course, here in the United States, the GBG Memphis chapter has joined GiveCamp, where software developers in the area donate their skills for nonprofits, as well as helping kids learn the code. These are just a small sample of the ways that Google Developer Group chapters and communities like you all over the world are learning together and giving back what they all of them. Think about how can you skills and the tech that you're learning this weekend at DevFest, as well as the network communities that you're learning. How do you combine all of these to make it better? Now let's take a look at that. It shows how machine learning and in-depth building a real wiki app using potential that detects diseases and plants and helps farmers. Take a look.
Growing up in the city, I never expected to work in agriculture. But when Fall Army 1, it affected us all. Since its arrival in 2016, this crop pest has caused massive devastation. I've met families who have lost everything. So I wanted to use my skills as a software developer to help. At Google State, we started by building an Android app API. The app allows farmers to spot infestations early, human eyes, and suggest an effective treatment. When I didn't know what I wanted to do, but then I discovered app development, and I was excited to show people something they never thought possible. Machine learning gives us the advantage against Fall Army 1, ultimately saving harvests and reducing pesticides. We just didn't start, and there are so many and education that machine learning could really improve. Farming is a crucial aspect, and I feel proud I'm part of the team driving to ensure our culture can continue.
Earlier, you saw a beautiful inspirational video about how machine learning we used to create an app to. For DevFest, I wanted to get together a few of my friends from Google and beyond to show and do something just like that for a few minutes. Started with Android. Let's see what chat can teach us.
As well as machine learning. The app is written in Kotlin and uses Camera X to take the pictures, and MLKit for on-device machine learning analysis. The core functionality is in Take Photo, where we take a picture, analyze it, and display the results. First, we call Take Picture on a Camera X image capture object that was created in One of the parameters is a callback object, which has this on-capture success function. We get the received image with the format we need for MLKit. Then we create an image labeler object and this image. When this succeeds, we receive image labels, which we turn into text strings and results. Let's see what the demo looks like. So we'll take a picture, and it says, I see an insect in a plant. So that was pretty easy, breaking up Camera X and MLKit to detect arbitrary objects in a camera view. But the results were pretty generic because the data set didn't have enough information about our domain. So let's dig a little deeper.
Okay, let's go deeper. The model specific, detecting diseases in bean plants instead of cassava. Let's explore how to build it. In this guide, we'll use some of the great TensorFlow tooling available. Let's start with Colab. You can understand Colab as a cloud-hosted development tool. We will do all our coding on it, and we will not need to install anything on your machine. Let's start with a new notebook. Let's just change the title to beans. We will need to install some packages that we are going to. These packages are not installed on your machine. They are on a cloud machine that was created for your Colab. Nice, it finished installing the packages. Let's download the data and do some visualization to understand how our data is separated. Perfect. We download the data. Let's some of the images so we can check out what we're doing here. These are some of the images that we use for training our transform. TensorFlow models. You can find all kinds. We have the data and the base model. To transfer that, we're going to use one of the tooling that I mentioned before called Model Maker. Model Maker make your life way easier when you need to do transferring. Let's create the spec for our base model. Let's create our training variables here using the data set beans that we've just seen. And now we're going to put everything together with Model Maker by defining a model with the training data and the spec that we got from TensorFlow. This will take a couple of minutes. We finish training, and as you can see, accuracy is at 87%. Of course, let's evaluate the model with some data, see how it is. Nice, 95%.
The sensor model contains all of your studios to recognize it and automatically build classes for it. To get started, following TensorFlow Lite configuration. Then, let's import the generated TF-Lite file in the folder. Let's check out the imported model. From here, we can see an example of how to use the model in our app. Let's move over to the main activity class. Inside of our image capture callback 78, we create an instance of our model. Next, we use it to capture image here on line 4. And finally, here on lines 92 through 98, we display the results of consuming the output in fact. Let's run our app. Now, instead of telling us it's looking at a leaf or a plant, it can actually tell if it's looking at a bee leaf and give a diagnosis. Sweet.
So this concept works, but it's very much a raw demo. What if we want to make this a more successful app? Well, we probably need to add services like authentication, so our users can sign in, analytics and A/B testing, so we can find out how our users are really interacting with our app, some crash reporting or performance monitoring, and an easy way to save our users' data for the cloud. Luckily, that's where Firebase comes in. Now, the new and improved Firebase plugin in Android Studio makes this simple. I'll start by adding some analytics so I can find out exactly what that. And the plugin does the most library integrated into my project. Now that I've done that, we can hit here, and then we can the results we're getting from it. And then once we've done ways to get it, it'll start showing up here. I'm wondering this stream view, which kind of gives you a of what kind of they have already reported several content events into these the results we're getting, and I can start using that information to refine the model and test different alternatives. Helps you build better apps, and analytics is just the tip of the iceberg. Maybe their users upload their own pictures and store them in the cloud using cloud storage. There's so many possibilities.
impact our users. We need to consider if and or how we display content to interpret the ML model output. Design the onboarding experience for the capabilities and limitations of your ML, which is vital to app adoption and engagement. On AI design decisions, check out the People Plus AI Guidebook at fair.com/guidebook. This use case focuses on print, but for other use cases where our people absolutely need to think about themes, which you can learn more about.
A key way that can be installed across all your users' platforms. It combines the web camera with TensorFlow DX, and by integrating machine learning, you can make an amazing experience that runs across all. Standard layout with HTML code. Data folder that contains a tensor model that we're going to be using now. Now to the heart of the project. Let's go back to the HTML file and see what's happening. We're also loading the webcam object. This is just a class that wraps some low-code logic to make it easy to get user media to TensorFlow. Another project, index.js. So I'm just going to use Chrome a little bit here. And this is only so you can see how easy it is to integrate machine learning into application. So let's get started by picking the customer. The machine learning is just there to help you clean up any of the memory that is bad. We get our image from the web camera. That's our image back into verification. We access the data. We need to use that data to update user interface based on the application that we want. That's pretty much it.
Great. So now you have the platform for building a real app from Android Studio, CameraX, Jetpack, MLKit, Colab, Tensor, Chrome, and Google Cloud. Other things that just work. This is a project by any means. Just a viable product with a roadmap to completion together using Google's developer tools and APIs.
You might also want to open source this project too, so developers can suggest improvements, optimizations, and even additional features by filing an issue or sending a pull request. It's a great way to get your hard work in front of even more people. We'd love to help you with this, and you can learn more about the process at opensource.guide/starting a project. Indeed, we've already open sourced the bean disease sample we discussed in this video, so you can have a great place to start.
Thanks, Pooja. And as you mentioned, open sourcing a project is a great way to make it grow and inspire people to adopt and extend it. If you want to learn more about what you've seen in this video, please visit us at developers.google.com.
Hi, developers. My name is Annie Zambaptiste, and I'm the head of product inclusion at Google. The demo you just saw shows how Google's products can come together to create an amazing app. But what about product inclusion? You may be wondering, well, what is product inclusion and why is it important? At Google, when we bring an inclusive lens to the product design process, we amplify underrepresented voices while all users and we look at ourselves and seek out diverse voices to share ourselves with people. Also believe that we not to listen, no matter who they are, what they look like, how much money they make, who they love, how old they are, or anything that makes them happy. And when we make difference in the world, usher in new opportunities to grow our business by earning the love of all of our users. So whether you're 1 or 105 years old, live in a city or a remote village, on Wi-Fi or cellular service, Google is there for you to make sure you have the answers you need when you need them. Product inclusion is exactly what it sounds like. Bringing an inclusive lens throughout the entire product design process to create more inclusive products for our users. And so when you're developing your own apps, I challenge you to incorporate the principles of product inclusion because we believe that we can do well and do good by being intentional about including underrepresented voices at key points in the product design Remember, those closest to the problem are also closest to the solution. You can learn more about product inclusion at Google by visiting accelerate.withgoogle.com. Hi everyone, my name is Jen Cole, and I'm the Global Developer Communities Program Manager at Google. Now it's time to meet and hear from your local developers. So, what can you expect next from your local DevFest? We'll have technical talks, breakout sessions, networking opportunities, and more. These sessions will cover technologies such as Android, Google Cloud Platform, machine learning with TensorFlow, web, Firebase, Google Assistant, and Flutter, with speakers from Google, the tech makers, Google developer experts, and your local community. Be sure to claim your badge for participating in DevFest 2020 by going to google.dev/DevFest2020. You can earn even more badges by mastering different Google technologies available on developers.google.com/learn. As a reminder, one of the most important parts of DevFest is providing an inclusive and harassment-free experience for everyone. As an active participant of DevFest today, we can all agree to treat everyone with respect and to speak up if you see or experience harassment of any kind. Together, we can create an environment that is welcoming and inclusive to everyone with us here today. Follow @GDG on Twitter for highlights from DevFest around the world, and try out the DevFest AR filter and avatar. Share what you're learning or your favorite part about the event on social media with #DevFest. And lastly, don't forget community is all about getting to know one another. Use the virtual breakout rooms and chat feature to connect with other developers near you with shared interests. We hope you enjoyed DevFest 2020.
Okay, guys, so don't forget to enter the Instagram and tag us and share anything and tag us with #DevFest or #DevFest 2011. And so you may enter this draw and we will announce the winners at the end of the event. So make sure to stay at the end because if you are not attending the event at the end and your name was nominated, you might not get the prize.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
up next, of course, you can share with us your pictures, your setup, how you are watching DevFest this year, so we can be not close physically together in one room in one event, but we are close through this screen and through this event. Okay, up next, we have